Okay, here we are back in Legend of Heroes, Trails to Zero. And I found out what my situation was with the cat. So, let's go to the recipe book. I only have one shot at this, so if you're seeing this, clearly I've gotten it. Oh no, we got cat food! Yeah, sadly, if you were seeing this, you kind of already knew, yeah, I got it, otherwise I just restart and reset the video. Is there something over here? Oh, those are just crates. So anyway, we are now going to go feed the feline, and then we will be on our way. So, I did make one change off camera. I gave Lloyd another slot. He's wielding the action at the moment. You'll find out why as we go. Now that I think about it, didn't I have something he could like? Should be alright giving it to Kope. Three fish fillets received. You say you're giving me this? Thanks, but I wonder where did you get this from? Good question, Lloyd. Good question. So, real quick, just to show his orbment, I have one with the action one, which is going to be necessary for what we're about to do. One other thing I should look at. Okay, so that's actually an offensive item. I don't know how expensive medicine is. Let's take a look before we go. I think you can buy some here, but I am not 100% sure on that. You, medicine, now. That's the region food stuff. Tender white meat. Where are the fish fillets? Like, I'm trying to figure out, did I actually profit in the end? I'm gonna buy 2 of these just in case I need to feed the cat later. That's my limiting reagent. Make with the medicine, dude. Jeez. And then I'm already looked to see that I have battle scopes. Just stay in this because if you want everything, you're gonna need them. Okay, so downtown is this? No, it's the other way. The important thing is this does let me know that I can walk in other areas. If you wanted to do some grinding, you could. In case you're wondering, I'm not really going to bother the NPCs until we are out of the prologue here. Over there. Looks like the fight's about to get hot. Hey, yo, blue skirts. Getting too full of yourselves gonna get you all killed, you know? You bugs get on our nerves for far too long. You got balls to pull these underhanded shits on us. This is precisely why you dimwits are so annoying. There's no need to use any underhanded tactics to take care of street bums like you. Plus, you bastards critically wounded our brother. An eye for an eye. I hope you're ready for what's about to come. That's it, blue squirts. There's no need for Mr. Wald to come here. That's what we want to say. There's no need for Lazy to get involved. Everyone, prepare for our holy war. Eliminate the Saber Viper. Hold it! Here I thought Michael Jackson was gonna bust in singing Beat It. What the? New faces. Stop your fight at once. This is a public space. You're causing a severe disturbance to the residents around here. Who are you guys? Popping up out of nowhere and talking nonsense. Well, we look like playing guys. What should we do? So... I think we probably do have to tell them who we are. And they're missing an apostrophe. We're members of the CSPD, Special Support Section. We receive requests from residents in this area to stop your fight. Police officers? Are you fucking kidding me? The police never come here. There's no way they respond to this. Jeez, if you're gonna lie, try to at least come up with something more convincing. Anyway, your quarrels are disturbing the other residents. If you guys insist on escalating the matter, why not take your fight somewhere outside the city? It's probably good exercise, too. You got guts. Speaking to us with that arrogant tone of yours in downtown district. This place has its own rules. Throwing arrogant comments around here is gonna get you killed. This is not looking good. It has come down to this in the end. Suppose we have no choice. Now that I take a good look at y'all, the two gals following you around are pretty cute. Are you trying to act cool in front of them? Why don't you gals ditch them and hang out with us instead? Are you high or something? Is this really the time to hit on girls? Let's get rid of these people first. We can continue our fight afterwards. You fine with that, Redbugs? Suits us just fine. Let's wipe them out first. What he said. So I know that means here we go, or here I go, or something like that, or let's begin. Actually, it's not really going to be let's begin, because that would be more like Hajime. I wasn't even listening to what Randy said. Let's go. Not the face! Take him out. Okay, change gears. I'm actually a little surprised how much damage they're taking. So we're gonna pick the red one here. Saber Viper member swings a club with nails on it, hurting those who get close. Okay, note to self, suggest Nail Bat as a weapon for Yuri. No idea what they just said, but I cannot fault the dev or the translator for not doing that one. That's a little more complicated. A Testament's member cracks the ground, swinging an iron pipe. Critical hit. Damn it, why do they keep hitting Lloyd? Lloyd's the one we need to be the healthiest. Police brutality! Not a bad haul. Got a smoke ball and a cooling spray. These people, they don't seem to be amateurs. The two bitches, I thought they were just tagging along. What the hell's up with that staff? I'm all numb from its zaps. Damn. Stop fucking with us, bracers. I just told you we're police officers. I don't think they believe us. Fine. In that case, let's go all out on them. There's no way we'll lose again. We mustn't fall behind. We need to show them the true potential of Testaments, even if our opponents are bracers. Hey now, what the hell are you doing? You guys can stop now. It's Wald. Mr. Wald. And Lazy. You're here. They must be Looks like the heads of the two delinquent groups are now on stage. Doing something this fun while I was taking an afternoon nap, eh? Hey, what's the meaning of this? How should we put it? We were trying to teach them blue squirts a lesson when these four came out of nowhere and interfered with our fight. What? Idiot. Didn't I tell you to think twice before starting shit? You useless shit squirts intend on ruining my reputation by taking up fights on the front line, is that it? No, that wasn't our plan. We never do shit to make Mr. Wald lose face. You guys too. What were you trying to do? Do you intend to disobey my orders? But, Lazy, they started taunting us first, that's why we... No excuses. We're all part of the Brotherhood. No need for unnecessary explanations. Understood. We will reflect upon our mistakes. It's fine, as long as you guys understand. You guys never change. You're as disgusting as ever. You make your little bros dress up in this shit. Do you seriously think you're some kind of religious leader? I didn't force them to wear this. You are much better taking your anger out on your subordinates like that. You're not much better. Taking your anger out on your subordinates like that is just going to show how close-hearted a person you are. What's going on? What kind of relationship do they have? Anyway, let's put that aside for now. Are you guys really with the police? You sure don't look like them. Although they do have some tricks up their sleeves. Especially the redhead there. He has quite the build. Thanks for the compliment, though I'm nothing compared to you. As for the two ladies over there, no matter how you look at them, there's no way they could be police officers. Gotta admit, they're quite the beauties. Thanks for your praise. Despite being new recruits, we are indeed police officers. We are members of the Special Sports Section, a division created just recently. So you are the ones that appeared in today's issue of Crossbell Times, then? If we are in the most recent issue of Crossbell Times, then that means there's a report on rescuing those kids? I didn't read it, because that might have actually changed the dialogue here. Did they do something big? Yep, as fillers for bracers, it seems they've been pretty active. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I guess your guys' insignificant contributions did help the rescue somewhat. I'll stop teasing you guys.
Yeah.
I'm Lazy. Lazy Hemisphere. I guess I'm the head of the Testaments. Why do you sound so uncertain? Because you look more like a leader than me. And there the name is Wazy instead of Lazy? What? That bald head of yours fits the role perfectly. Enough fooling around. I'm Wald Wales, head of Saber Viper. Lazy and Wald, huh? Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Lloyd Bannings from the Special Support Section of the CSPD. Seems like you guys won't be escalating the conflict further. I guess I can leave things in your capable hands then. What's so funny? Nothing. I just thought, you're so silly. We won't be escalating things further? What kind of fucked up sleep talk is that? What did you say? The reason we stopped today is because we haven't finished our preparations yet. Once everything's ready, we'll begin our ultimate face-off. Plus, it ain't gonna be the child's play you're seeing right now. We ain't gonna stop till we completely crush him with no one left standing. What? You guys want to kill each other? Shouldn't come as a surprise to you. Though it's pretty obvious right now which group's gonna meet their gory and bloody doom, ain't it? I'll let you do all your trash talk for now. In any case, it's none of your business. None of the coward police dogs. Still more greenhorns like you. Move your butts. Time to head back. Let's get going, too. What troublesome people, and it looks like they're very serious about what they said. Yeah, if this continues, it won't be long before a big fight breaks out. Bloodshed is pretty much inevitable. However, we've already completed the mission the Chief assigned us. The current problem isn't really part of our mission, right? No. Our mission isn't complete if we stop now. If we let the delinquents have their way, the police will never regain the trust of our citizens. I guess you're right. You're right. Since we already know what will happen next, we should definitely find a way to stop them. That's gonna be pretty difficult, eh? I mean, these aren't folks who can be dealt with a simple please get along with each other type of one-liner. Yeah. But we have to go it alone, boys. We probably won't receive any support even if we send a report to HQ. Seems we can only rely on ourselves to find a solution. Shouldn't we at least inform HQ about this? Maybe they'll enforce the laws by sending more patrols here on a regular basis. It's highly unlikely. If they can stir up the chaos we saw just now, the delinquents clearly aren't afraid of confronting the police. I think the downtown district is being left out by HQ on purpose. Indeed, according to database reports, the number of patrols sent to this district was drastically reduced in the past few weeks, for the sake of reducing budget. Our guess was right on. But if that's the case, aren't we even more helpless than before? How about we pay each group a visit, kick their asses, and make them bow before us? And they say assess instead of asses. Listen now. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, why both groups wanted to crush their opponents, leaving no one left standing? Why? Isn't it obvious? They must want to have control over the enemy's territory, or they're just a bunch of short-tempered rednecks. I doubt it. If it's like what you said, there really is no point in starting a full-scale gang fight under normal circumstances. It makes sense if both groups share an interest critically important to them, but this is just a gang fight between two delinquent groups. Is there a need for them to make this much preparation to completely annihilate one another? I'm impressed. Me too. I see now. Well, what's wrong? Did I say something weird? Not at all. I just thought that you're definitely qualified to be a detective. It's an excellent angle to dissect the problem for sure. At a glance, it didn't look like the relationship between the two heads was that bad. Chances are there's another reason behind this conflict. A reason only the delinquents know that's serious enough to drive them to cut each other down without second thoughts. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Well then I guess there's only one thing left to do now, right? Yep. Let's pay Saber Viper and Testments each a visit. So which one should we talk to first? So I think one of them was right here. Billiards? A bar with pool tables. This place must be a so-called billiards bar then. Looks pretty interesting. Trinity. It actually has a business permit. I see, so this is the gathering place of the Testaments. What business do you have here? You're police dogs? Thanks for cooperating with us earlier. Since you guys opened for business, I suppose we'll bug you a little. Have you no shame? The heck do you want? You better give us a good reason or else. We'll settle where we left off, right here, once and for all. Hold it. Abbas, why are you stopping us? This place is our holy ground. Do not start meaningless fights here. Lazy, your orders? Let's see. I don't see any harm in letting them in. Understood. Thanks. What's up with these folks? Almost looks like they're conducting some kind of ritual. So, what business do you have here? Didn't I tell you guys before, I don't have anything to say to dogs sent by the police. You may not have anything to say to us, but we do have something we'd like to ask you. We'd appreciate if you could cooperate with our investigation a little bit. Investigation, huh? Let me tell you this first. I don't intend to renounce to settling things with the Vipers. It might cause inconvenience to the neighborhoods, but that can't be helped. They'll just have to endure it until it's over. We aren't here to stop your dispute at all. We just want to inquire about the reason behind this total annihilation of your opponent. What's the cause exactly? Oh. That's... Silence. Let Lazy handle this. Okay. Based on their reactions, there's definitely more to the story than meets the eye. Care to share the details?
あのさ、
Even if I explained what happened, what can you hope to accomplish? It'd be different if you were bracers. Honestly, what can you police do? Don't tell me you're actually thinking of helping the downtown bad boys. I admit the police haven't taken any effective measures in this regard. Plus, we might not be able to help you even after hearing your story. The nature of our work is different than that of the bracers, which places the protection of our citizens above all else. Hey! Wait a minute, Lloyd. My, you don't get it. You intend on extracting information from me without anything in return. Do you even know the basic rules of give and take? I do have something to give. The job of a detective is to bring light to our society and our citizens by uncovering the truth shrouded deep within the darkness. At least this is how I was educated and brought up. So no matter how small or trivial, as long as you still have doubts on what really happened, we'll help you uncover that truth. This is the give I can provide you with. Impressive speech you got there. Good, very good. Such cliched and serious speech is hard to come by. You're Lloyd, right? I like you. I didn't say all this to impress you. Anyway, can you let us know the full story now? Your reason behind the annihilation of Saber Viper. Alright. Since you delivered such a ridiculously hilarious speech, it'd be rude of me not to show some sincerity. Abbas, if you could please. Understood. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Abbas, a member of Testaments. Pleased to meet you. He's huge. What does he do? The incident started 5 nights ago. A member of a group was assaulted in a nearby alleyway by someone from the Vipers. Assaulted? So it wasn't a simple fight? How could it have been a simple fight? He got a hard blow in the back of his head and was beaten by several guys after he lost consciousness. It was a one-sided assault. The guy who was done in, he's now hospitalized. They sure didn't show any mercy when they did this. So, how's the victim doing now? According to hospital staff, he has yet to regain consciousness. The doctor has finished treating his wound, but he did receive a heavy blow to the head after all. We're still waiting for additional updates from the hospital. I see. So then you guys never called the police. Even if we did, what are the chances that they'd come to help us? Also, it's obvious who the culprits are. Calling the police for help could actually interfere with our plan for revenge. I see. Please wait a minute. If the victim hasn't regained consciousness, how can you be so certain that the culprits are from Saber Viper then? Now that you mention it, don't tell me. You guys arrived at this conclusion based on your subjective guesses. We aren't that simpletons, you know. Unlike those muscleheads, we're actually an intellectual group of people. Now that I think about it, it's pretty gullible to call a mere group of delinquents intellectuals. Lazy. The reason why we're certain that the culprits are them. Since you're a detective, I'm pretty sure you already have a lead by now, right? Well... Well, let's try the wounds, because the location and the footprints may not mean much. So that's the reason. Your decisive piece of evidence is the victim's wounds, right? Correct, you're pretty sharp. Though they were mainly blows at the same time, there were conspicuous lacerations too. The lacerations were mostly caused by something hard and sharp. Wounds from a blunt weapon accompanied by lacerations from hard and pointy objects. The nail bat those guys use. These are fairly obvious characteristics. They could be decisive pieces of evidence. I think I have most of the story down now. Thanks a lot for providing us with this valuable information. Cool, but are you sure this is all the information you need? Aren't you going to say something like, please refrain from carrying out your revenge? Personally, I'd like to stop you guys in any way possible, but the information I have right now is too scarce to make a reasonable judgment. We'll need to pay Saber Viper a visit and listen to their side of the story too. If I discover anything new, I'll let you guys know. I see. Guess you're pretty dead set on carrying out your so-called investigation. Well, then I guess I should look forward to the interesting pieces of the interesting bits of information you bring back. However, if you can't snoop up anything new and interesting, this entire district will be engulfed in bloody chaos. I understand. You won't be disappointed. I'll bring you some interesting information. You're Lloyd, right? You're very interesting, aren't you? Please feel free to drop by at any time. Please bring me some interesting information. If it's just for a little while, I could wait, you know? We are waiting for word from the hospital. If you're finished talking, you should go away immediately. You might not realize it, but we don't take independent actions. That day, Azel was going back to his home after a while. When we came running, the collapsed Azel had bruises and fine lacerations all over. There's no mistake that it was a nail bat, one of those feeble-minded guys. Those shits. Is that so? Thanks for talking to us. I only talked to you because of Lazy's permission. You incompetent police shouldn't get full of yourselves. Azel, who was done in, had bruises and fine lacerations all over. Listen well, this Trinity is Lazy's holy ground. If you get in his way, you won't get away scot-free. I've got no desire to cooperate with those police dogs. How about getting out of here already? So that dude has a speech impediment, I think? The one who was assaulted was Azel. We'll take revenge for our friend. Lazy said not to do whatever we want and stopped us, though. That's everyone. So, I don't remember where the Vipers were. Let's try back here. Are they over here, maybe? Yeah. You are... those clothes. Is this the gathering spot for Saber Viper, perhaps? Livehouse Ignis. It looks like a remodeled venue that was originally a warehouse. Since they don't pay taxes, the details aren't known, but... Don't ignore me! No matter how much of a newcomer I am, I'm still a member of the Saber Vipers. Sorry. You see, we came wanting to talk with your leader, but... Will you let us in? You're here for Mr. Wald? As if police dogs like you could ever speak with Mr. Wald. But we... No is no. Get lost already. This could be a problem. Gotta admit, he's a pretty cute kiddo for a delinquent. Say, what's your name? Me? I'm Dino. Dino, I see. Dino, are you assigned here to keep an eye on any suspicious individuals trying to get inside? That's right. This is a job assigned by Mr. Wald himself. I must stand guard and prevent those testament losers from entering. I wasn't forced to watch the door by other seniors. I see, it's a very important job indeed. But we aren't members of testaments. It shouldn't be a problem for you to let us pass, right? But you guys were fighting my seniors just now. If I let you pass... We did engage in a fight with a few of your members, but such a small-scale spar is like a daily greeting to you guys, isn't it? Plus, your boss doesn't seem to be dwelling on this either. But... if you still can't trust us... What? Hey! Miss Ellie? You can hold on to my pistol. This is something extremely precious to me. Hope you can take care of it until my return. Fine, you don't have to go this far. I'll go ask Mr. Wald. You guys better not sneak in while I'm away. In reality, you just want to get extra sets of prints on that gun. It's a normal police thing, trust me. My, that was a pretty bold stunt. Scared me for a moment. That was impressive, Ellie. You can never pull off such negotiation tactics. I'm used to this kind of situation, so you can leave it to me. However, such an approach is unlikely to work on people like Wald. I think it's better if you talk to him like you did with Lazy. I know. Mr. Wald called you guys. You can go in, but if you folks attempt to do anything suspicious, you won't get away with it. Thank you. Please excuse us. Mr. Wald's calling for you, you won't get away with anything funny, and he just says that over. What place is this? So noisy. I see, so this is the live house you mentioned. So they transformed an abandoned place into their hideout. I was waiting for y'all. These bastards. They got balls walking in like that. Can't believe you actually came to be turned into punching bags. Looks like those blue squirts already told you all the details. So what are you all here for? Trying to arrest us or something? Nope. We just want to request your cooperation to help us investigate this case. Your reason for completely annihilating Testaments. We've heard their side of the story already, so we'd like to hear yours too. Hey man, what's the point of this? Isn't the testimony for Testaments enough of a reason for their fight? The truth we seek may differ greatly based on what each witness saw. The real truth emerges only when testimonies for every witness have been thoroughly compared. It's also one of my responsibilities as a detective. I see. In other words, we must analyze the problem from different angles. What a weirdo. It'll make things a lot easier if you just assume we're the bad guys. Mr. Wald! Hey, please kid. Even if I do have the info you wanted and would tell ya, what can you give me in return? Well, I suppose you wouldn't be satisfied with just learning the truth. Of course not. I'm the kind of guy who gets satisfaction from wrecking things up and causing uproars. As long as y'all can show me your skills by soothing my boiling blood right here and now, I can give you whatever info you need later. What? Let's have a brawl. My gang versus your team. We'll spit out whatever you need if you manage to kick our asses. How's that sound? Not a bad deal, eh? That's ridiculous. It'd be a different story if we fought you out of self-defense, but engaging in brawls for no reason is strictly prohibited. Hey, no, don't say such serious and disappointing stuff, man. If you don't want to get squashed, how about leaving the two gals here? You bastards. Wait a sec, for real? That's a little too... Shut up, idiots. Shouldn't matter you that much, right? You can leave them to us for 2 hours while you guys take a stroll outside. If you do what I suggest, I'll tell you everything you want to know about that case. How's that deal sound to you? Actually, I have a better suggestion. Let's have a duel, in the name of practical combat. If I win, you'll have to tell me everything you know about the incident. What do you think? Hold on. Dude! That's so reckless. Are you retarded? The redhead there might have a chance, but you? Did you even bother comparing your body size to mine? Well, I'm a detective after all. I've gone through some very systematic combat trainings. I doubt I'll lose taking on street delinquents. I didn't expect that there's someone besides that guy who's stupid enough to challenge me head-on. Alright, kid, I accept your challenge. Wald Wales the Demon Buster, head of Saber Viper. If you think you can defeat me, then come on. So I'm wondering if I should have had Tyr on Lloyd to heal myself. We have to see how much damage he deals. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure I can win this just looking at the numbers already. Battle scope. So I have to hit him basically 11 times, pretty much. Wow. More than 11. Have to heal after this. Critical recovery. I have no idea what that was. This could be bad. In case you're wondering, aw, man. Screw it. Let's see what he does here. Like, I'm wondering if I might be better off just trying magic. So whatever he did right there got rid of the debuff, which freaking sucks. This is the 200 damage move. As long as he doesn't use that again, I can still win. Yeah, I should have been using this sooner. So one thing I should point out, if you notice on the turn gauge, there hasn't really been anything. Looks like you did pretty good. If we were going at it for real, then. My final fight with that guy is drawing near, so I'll stop here and let you off the hook this time. Thanks for your lenience. So then, could you give us the details on that incident now? Alright. Happened 5 nights ago. One of my underlings was assaulted by them blue squirts. It wasn't far from here. What? What happened afterwards? Said their brother was assaulted in a similar fashion. Of course, that's just some bullshit excuse they made up. We Saber Viper are an honorable group of fighters. Think we do underhanded shit like assaulting people in the dark? So how badly wounded is the assaulted member? He was beaten till his bones fractured. He's now hospitalized. It's probably going to take him a month to fully recover. Unlike the blue squirt, he didn't lose consciousness right after the assault. Although from the outside, the damage he received was a lot more severe than that blue squirt. I see. Are you guys absolutely certain about the culprits being those testaments, dudes? The victim's conscious at the time. I suppose he can give us testimony, correct? Did he not see the attackers? I guess. That's definitely the doings of them blue squirts, I'm sure of it. Because he was sniped from afar by a flying rock. A rock? You mean slingshot stones used by testament members, right? Yep. He couldn't stand after getting sniped, so those cowards rushed in and kicked his ass hard. Soon lost consciousness. Can I say more who the culprits are? That's all the info I have. Like I said earlier, I could care less about the technical details. I'm gonna put an end to the blue squirts and him. As for the trivial matters, fuck 'em. You want to interfere, then do it. In the end, all I have to do is crush every one of the blue squirts out there. It's pointless to taunt us. Thanks for cooperating with our investigation. Your testimony is valuable to solving this case. I'll contact you if we discover anything new. Whatever, do as you wish. So if I was able to use my S-Break, I think I could have beat him. I just needed 1 or 2 more turns. This is puzzling. Members from both delinquent groups got assaulted. Could one of them be lying? It doesn't seem that way, though. What's wrong? Did you hurt yourself in the duel just now? Oh, not at all. He went easy on me, so I'm fine. It's just that something seems off. Seems off? Yeah. Members from both gangs were assaulted at the same time, but at different places 5 nights ago. You knew it was just pure coincidence they had wanted to assault the other's members. With that many people acting at the same time, is it possible for either group to be completely oblivious to their opponent's actions? No kidding. Neither group are pros at stealth combat, so the chance of that happening is pretty slim. What if one group got ambushed first and decided to take revenge by assaulting the other group? That doesn't explain the issue either. The group that carried out the sneak attack must have taken precautionary measures against their enemy's vengeance. However, members from both sides are victims of surprise attacks. Right, Lloyd? Yes, there's definitely something odd about this incident. What we're missing right now is likely the most critical piece of the puzzle. Looks like you guys are in need of some assistance. The Crossbell Times is... Hi, we meet again. What a good picture composition this is. You're violating our portraiture rights. Just a habit of mine. My camera won't let even one frame of a precious moment slip by. It's practically second nature by now. Plus, I might even use these in my next article. So you guys shouldn't be too stingy. Well, you wrote a pretty interesting article about us not too long ago. Do you plan to make us into laughingstocks by writing an article like that again? Thanks to you guys, that article generated quite the impact. More importantly, you managed to dig out some interesting information on the delinquents, didn't you? I'm also doing investigations on them. Care to share your intel with me? To show my appreciation for all the wonderful news resources you folks provided me last time, Big Sis here will treat you all. Do you think we'd just give away the results of our investigation to an outsider? Let alone someone working with the media? Oh, come on, don't get so hung up on that. Here I am thinking I could take everyone here for some nice Eastern cuisine. And give you the critical piece of the puzzle as dessert. What? I see, so you want to exchange information with us. If you're up for this, come and find me at the Old Dragon Inn near the exit of East Street. I'll head down there first and wait for your arrival while drinking alone. Oh yeah, I haven't told you my name. I'm Grace Lynn, a reporter for the Crossbell Times. You guys can call me Big Sis Grace. Grace Lynn, a reporter from the Crossbell Times, eh? Her approach is pretty suspicious, but we sure look like... Yeah, this doesn't make sense. Her approach is pretty suspicious, but she has a nice deck of cards to deal? I don't know. Should we accept her invitation? We don't really need her to treat us, but let's hear what she has to say. Since we can't expect HQ to do anything helpful, we should make use of every chance to gather information for our investigation. Indeed, being a reporter, she probably gathered a lot of details on the incident too. Although we should avoid letting critical details slip through our tongues. Agreed. She seems like the type of person who'll crack you open if you let your guard down for an instant. Man, talk about a blunt comment. So, can we report this yet, or...? Whoops! Looks like the story the person told us about is right there. Let's hear her out just this once. Here she is. I knew you'd come. Here, have a seat. Your big sis here will treat you to dinner. Thanks, but we'll pass on the dinner part. Please tell us the details you know instead. Jeez, it's just a meal. Or are you trying to say we won't take bribes like the top brass at CSPD? Is that it? What? It's fine with me. I'll gladly accept the invitation if it's your treat. I'm fine with it too, as long as you aren't doing it to get us indebted to you. Well, right. I don't think there'll be any problem if it's just us casually dining out. Looks like you're the only one with a moral complex, Lloyd. You can't become a detective if you act too rigid and strict in front of others, you know? I know. But no alcohol allowed. We'll accept your offer as long as you agree with this. Delish. Seems they have a cook with quite good skills. Tastes so good. But you can't enjoy this amazing food without a drink. Come on, Lloyd, since she's treating us, it's not a big deal if I just take a sip, right? Absolutely not. We're on duty, you know. We have to stay sharp at all times. Yeah, honestly, our leader is so damn inflexible. Mr. Randy, isn't it that it's you who are way too casual? Yes, it's inappropriate to drink during work. You truly are interesting folks. Each of you has a distinct personality from one another, yet somehow you guys fit so well together. Like a very good team, eh? Flattery will get you nothing from us. Let's get back on topic about the downtown incident. It's like what we told you just now. So wouldn't it be about time that you told us about the missing piece of the puzzle you spoke of earlier? And if I told you I don't want to? Then we won't be trusting you in the future anymore. And also today would become the last chance to talk with us. You took what I said seriously? But this serious attitude of yours is quite the charm. A drastic contrast to your gentle face, I have to admit. I'm intrigued. Everyone, shall we head back to work? Let's go. Thank you for the food. I'm kidding, guys. I'll tell you everything you want to hear about that missing puzzle piece, alright? Let me start by asking, do you guys know about Ravash? That name. You two, why do you look blank? Ravash & Co. I think there's a registered legal entity in Crossbow with such a name. On the surface, that's what they appear to be to outsiders. In reality, however, they're the Mafia controlling Crossbell underworld since in the past. The Mafia? So it means they're a criminal organization? I've heard those rumors before. Guess you two are well aware of their existence then. Yeah. It's kind of hard not to know about them if you live in Crossbell. They're an organization with many connections. Rumor has that, since they have strong ties to the number of authoritative figures in power, even the police can't easily lay a hand on them. I see. The underworld is the same no matter the country, huh? So does Ravash have something to do with this incident? You betcha. Ravash's members have been carrying out suspicious business lately. Should I say they're busy as bees, or perhaps they're anxiously planning something? Anyway, I decided to spend some time digging into the matter. The Mafia is busy as bees? This seems ominous no matter how you look at it. So you're coming to downtown. Is it related to that, perhaps? Bingo. About 2 weeks ago, one of my sources provided me with intel on a bunch of Mafia members snooping around downtown district. And they were wearing rather plain-looking clothes, probably to hide their identity. Doesn't that sound fishy to you? It is fishy. It's definitely out of place. It's a no-brainer that they're up to something. Chance for two delinquent groups abusing each other at exactly the same time is close to zero. Therefore, the appearance of Ravash should make them the third-party suspect. However, it is strange. Why would a Mafia organization have two groups of delinquents be at each other on purpose? That's where the question is. It'd be a simple explanation if they harbor a grudge towards one another, but... yeah. And as far as I know, no conflicts or fights of any sort have ever broken out between them. All three groups are savage barbarians, although the Mafia are pros at combat compared to those delinquent amateurs. There are no conflicts of interest between the Mafia and the two delinquent groups, so there's no reason for them to be at each other's throats. What if one delinquent group formed an alliance with the Mafia and initiated their assault in hopes of crushing their rivals? Following this logic, it shouldn't be too surprising to see the culprits playing victims and asking if they were the ones injured in the... acting if they were the ones injured in the assault. Was it really necessary for them to take it that far by allying with the Mafia? Didn't look like Lazy and Wald are on such bad terms. If anything, they look like they hold each other in high regard. Good observation there. Based on what I know, Wald and Lazy are kind of like rivals who respect each other. Initially, Wald's Saber Viper was the only delinquent group in downtown. However, that changed 2 years ago when Lazy suddenly showed up and formed the Testaments in the district. Of course, involving Wald, he wanted to put the screws on him, but... he was defeated? Yep. Despite the appearances, Lazy seems to excel at martial arts. I hear he used lightning fast moves and nailed Wald, taken by surprise to the floor. That was unexpected. Someone with such a cute face was that strong. But Wald is not to be underestimated either. He was just careless there. They fought a number of times after that, but neither could win. I think that's precisely why they value and respect each other. I see, so in other words, they are rivals. I guess that shatters the chance that neither of them allied with the Mafia in hopes of crushing the other. Right. Both of them are worshipped by their own gang, so it's unlikely that their subordinates acted independently without permission. This probably means... unlike I'm usually. Did I share too much information, maybe? I have other interviews planned on my schedule, so I'm going to take off now. Make sure you work hard on your investigation so I have resources to write up a good story. Alrighty, catch y'all later. She sure is one who knows her own way. Thanks to her, we were able to gather such valuable information. Learning about the Mafia involvement is already a big step forward. The question is why the Mafia involved themselves with downtown. This is a tough nut to crack with the limited evidence we have on hand. And the police database has no relevant information either. It's probably hidden in a location with a high level of security. In other words, it's classified info, eh? Makes sense considering who's backing the Mafia up. Let's head back to Triple S and hear what Chief Sergei has to say about all this. As much as we like to solve this case ourselves, the current situation is getting a little out of hand. You're right. Alright, let's get back at once and catch the old man. Kinda hoping I can report this and see what the outcome is. Okay, down here, no, here. I'm gonna learn my way eventually, don't worry. Are you back? Did you properly stop those delinquents' quarrel? Chief? Maybe we've gotten involved in something troublesome. Lloyd explained in general to Sergei all the facts until now. I see. Chief? I see. I left everything to you regarding this matter. That's a mistake. Okay, I leave everything to you is what he was meant to say there. What do you mean? That I leave you the judgment if it to pull out here or meddle even more. I've got nothing to teach you about the Ravache matter. Try investigating everything by yourselves. That's absurd. If I told you to stop, could you accept it? Matters regarding the Mafia are much troublesome problems. If I had to give you a proper judgment as your boss, I couldn't say anything but to stop. Would it be alright with you? No. Stopping things here maybe would leave a slight bad aftertaste. We came to know many things. Agreed. That's right. If some youngsters who don't know anything were to lose their footing and get some big injuries, I'd have an uneasy conscience. So I'll at least introduce you to a good advisor. A good advisor? Sergei handed over to Lloyd a business card. Grimwood Law Office? I feel like I've heard it somewhere. It's a law office located in West Street. There's a bearded lawyer called Ian. At the back side of the bakery shop. Speaking of, I remember greeting him several times when I was here before. I've heard of him too. If I'm not mistaken, he's a lawyer that does legal consultation for enterprises and trades, right? They say that he kindly gives legal advices even to common people. Yes, because he's got a bear-like unshaven face, they sometimes call him Mr. Beardy Bear. Someone like him should possess a great deal of information about the Mafia. Perhaps the latest information that not even the police knows. That's amazing. Who in the world is that lawyer? You'll know when you meet him. When I met him before, I talked to him about the Triple S. If you reveal who you are, he should at least hear you out. Take this opportunity to greet him. Understood. West Street is just around the corner. In any case, let's pay a visit to that law office. Alright. So, I think I'm going to call it quits here because this has just gotten a lot more troublesome. We've been doing this for almost an hour, and we'll probably conclude the prologue in the next video. We'll see. Anyway, I am the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.